the second time we went. Yeah, they pretty much, it was like the second time we went, it was the same club, but you know what I'm saying. I had one with one of the guys I had one with the first time. I had one with him again that we had bought somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else had came with us. You know what I'm saying? That was a homie. That was the homie. You know what I'm saying? So we all. Cause I think yeah. Cause she was supposed to come with us last time. She was supposed to come with us last time. I think, but something that came up. But we pretty much we planned that. The second time we went, we playing, okay, we all going this time, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying? So we went or whatever. Cause I said after I think the second time we went, it was like a couple of months after the first time we went, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, like, I got work, you feel me? So but like I said, so we went and then so as we walked in there, you feel me? Like, of course, like I said, I learned my lesson from the first time. Get your money before you go in there, you feel me? So I think I went to the ATM. I think I got out like 60. That was instead of 25. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, and I ain't making that mistake again. So the ATM, and they say we all the money or whatever. So then after that, we headed straight to the club. And then so once we got there, you feel me? Hey, cause I think what happened was I pulled out $100. I think I already had I had $10 on me already, but I had pulled out $100, so it was like, so altogether I had 110. You feel me? So but you know, me being the real one that I am, you know what I'm saying. So when we walked in, you know what I'm saying. Like I say, this time they ID'd us, you know what I'm saying. So they ID'd us or whatever, and then of course we're old enough. So then that's I think the guy was like, okay, all right, $30. So as they started pulling their money, I was like, so I put my hand on. I said, there you go. So you know, so I gave the guy the you know what I'm saying, the money or whatever. So they were like, oh man, appreciate that. I said, I told you I got y'all. You know what I'm saying. So like I said, that's just me being a real one that I am. You feel me? So like I said, as we walked in, like I said, me in my mind, I'm expecting the same girls was gonna be in the club that we was with last time. So I'm like, hell yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So as I walk in, like immediately, like, okay, I'm looking for the one that was really on me like in the first time. So I'm looking for her. So I'm like, I'm scanning, you know what I'm saying. I don't see her. So I'm like, okay, I ain't sure. I said maybe she ain't out yet. You feel me? So. But then as I walked in, like I say, you know what I'm saying, like it's still the same atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, like they ain't really had too many people in there, you know. But one thing that caught me off guard was I was like, they had a whole, like, they literally had like a couple that was in there, like, literally. I'm like, nah, I ain't never seen that before. I ain't know couples like can go to the strip club like that. Then I think one of the people I was with, he was like, yeah, he said, yeah, like anybody can go to the strip club. I was like, yeah, I see now. So, you know, that caught me off guard. But, you know, I'm tripping. I'm like, hey, everybody enjoying themselves, you feel me? So, I'm looking around, like I said, of course, it's different women. So, I'm like, well, these different. I said, where the women from last time? Like, I'm like, but where they at? Like, I'm ready this time. Yeah, I'm finna cut up this time. So, but, you know, so it was like, so, unfortunately, like I said, it wasn't the same women that were in there. So, I was like, damn, man. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, like the women that was in there the second time, hey, they wasn't bad looking themselves, you know what I'm saying? I was just expecting the women from the first time, so. Then by then, like I said, it had been like a couple of months, so it's like, yeah, so. Yeah, it could have been a major overhaul in the club, I don't know, but. So as you know, so we got in, okay, you know, so we sat down, we didn't sit by the stage this time. Like I said, we sat close enough to the stage or whatever, so. We sitting down, you know what I'm saying, hey. Then I think a chick was already on stage already. I think when we walked in, I think the chick just got on stage or whatever. So then after that, of course, you know what I'm saying, one of the guys I was with, yeah, he had went up there, you know, he had tipped or whatever, you know, which I'm like, hey, cool, you know what I'm saying. So I think this time I ain't hesitate to get a bill. I was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna give me a bill, you feel me? So after that, it was like, yeah, so immediately, like say, so he tipped her, and then she came down to him as, of course, I heard her say thank you or whatever, and then, like she had, you know what I'm saying, about to walk away, but then she was like, I ain't know she had asked him, like, you want a private dance? He was like, I mean, he shook his head no, but then I asked him, I said, what she asked? She was like, oh, she want a private dance. I said, oh, So, yeah, I already knew the answer to that, so, you know what I'm saying, so. I already said myself, I said, now this time, I'm going to give me a private dance from somebody, you feel me, so, you know what I'm saying, so, over time, like I said, as you know, so I ain't even hesitate, like I say, when women came up on the stage, like this the crazy part, like I say, it wasn't the women from last time, but, you know what I'm saying, they was all like literally like my type. So like I'll go up there and like, you know what I'm saying, tip them or whatever. So I think this one, it was like an older lady. Like she was a MILF. To me, she was a MILF. So I was like, hey, so you know, so I went up there, you know, so I tipped her or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I tipped her, and then, you know what I'm saying, hey, yeah, she was a MILF. I'm like, good God, woman, you know what I do to you? But, so I tipped her or whatever, and then, like I said, hey, man, but like, so I was putting, cause how I did it was, cause I seen somebody do it before, but then it's like, but then what I did was, you know, so I had like the little dollar. Let me see, hold up, let me pull that dollar up. So pretty much, all right, so see, I had the dollar, and then, so how I did it was, see, I had the dollar like that, and then place it down, you know what I'm saying? Like she had a leg, like her leg was open, you feel me? So I was like, I'm gonna try it out, cause I seen somebody do it before, so I placed it, you know what I'm saying, the dollar like in, you know what I'm saying, in between her legs or whatever. Like I'm talking about, like I ain't talking about on stage, it was like on her, in between her legs, you feel me? So when I did that, so you know what I'm saying, hey, they ain't say nothing, like I ain't hear like no, hey, can't touch me, like, you know, I ain't hear none of that. So of course the shit said later was like, you know what I'm saying, thank you. I was like, yeah. So I did it again, so she was like, thank you. I was like, bad. So how much did I tip her? I can't remember how much I tipped her. So after that I sat down, you know what I'm saying, of course, you know, I think I sat down. I wasn't drinking a beer this time, but of course, you know, the lady came up to me. She, you know, so she told me thank you, but she gave me like a quick, like, she was like, thank you. But, you know, it was something quick, so it wasn't nothing like it wasn't nothing that caught me off guard. So after that, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, I didn't even know I was doing this. Pretty much like, they say, people out with, they say, bro, like, literally, like, you, like, every chick that came on stage, like, you literally, like, went up there was, like, showing love to them, which I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm just, I think I'm just so, like, just caught off guard. It's like, I couldn't tell. I guess I was caught off guard, but I was just so, like, in the moment, like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell, but then, I remember, like, when I tipped it, like, another chick or whatever, then the DJ, literally, like, I got a shout out up in there. DJ was like, he got on the mic, he was like, hey, shout out to this man right here. Like, he been showing love all night to every woman, so. But in my mind, like I say, I heard him, but then I ain't think he was talking about me. Until, like, after I tipped the chick or whatever, I turned around. Then I seen the people who I was with, they was like, hey, he talking about you. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, okay, I'm playing it off, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing it cool, but it's like, dang, like, bro, I done got a whole shout out up in here, so you know what I'm saying, hey. So I was like, man, since I got a shout out, in my head, I'm like, since I got a shout out, put me in the VIP section or something, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, it don't happen like that, you feel me? I pay for that. And so, alright, so then one time I was tipping like a few more chicks or whatever, and then I think that's when I had got up, I had got another beer, because I had finished one. I had got another beer, and then, see, this was the first time I ain't know that that women be I mean the waitresses, like they get tipped too and everything, which I didn't know. So I was like so you know, so I'm I asked for a bill or whatever, so then, I don't know, it must have been the lady that be over the women in the club or whatever. She was like, I think the waitress was busy already, so, you know, so me, I'm patient, so I'm like, yeah, just hand me business. So then, the lady was sitting, like, right next to me or whatever. She was like, what you need? I said, I'm just getting the bill. She was like, oh. And then that's when that's when the waitress came to me. She asked me for, you know what I'm saying, what I need. I was like, yeah, I just need a little bill, like a Bud Light. So she was like, okay. So then, that's when the lady next to me, she was like, yeah, well, you got a tipper. Tipper? I'm like, tipper for what? But over time, I found out it's like, yeah, like, that's why waitresses are dressed the way they dressed in there, because, yeah, that's how they get their tips too, you know what I'm saying? Although they just serving drinks and everything, but that's how they get it. That's how they get their money too, you know what I'm saying? Except they just ain't dancing. So I'm like, oh, so I tipped her, I think, like $3. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't selfish, you know what I'm saying? I ain't stingy. Yeah, so like I say, you know what I'm saying? After I tipped the waitress, you know what I'm saying? She gave me my bill, you know what I'm saying? I went back and sat down, you feel me? And pretty much, like I said, I think it was another chick that came on. I don't think I tipped that chick or whatever. So then, alright, this next chick that came on, you know, I ain't like, she wasn't bad looking. She wasn't even bad looking. So, you know what I'm saying? So I watched that. She came on stage or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So she, after a while, you know me, like I learned my lesson even from last time. It's like, okay, yeah, I see a chick I like, okay, I ain't finna hog her the whole time. You feel me? Like I'm a, you know what I'm saying? I'm a let everybody else get they, you know what I'm saying, input. You know what I'm saying? So when she came on stage, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I think I let the song play for about maybe like a minute and a half. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, she out there dancing and everything. So I'm like me, I'm looking around. I'm like, she ain't nobody gonna tip her. Like, literally, like, bro, like this crazy, but like nobody tipped this girl. I was like, how the hell y'all not gonna tip this girl? Like, seriously? Cause I'm like, she not bad looking, like, but you know, me being the, you know, being the person that I am, you feel me? And she, like I said, she wasn't bad looking, so I'm like, all right. so I went up there. So I'm like, all right, now this time, now if I hug her now, I don't want to hear a damn thing. Yeah, I gave y'all a minute and a half. So I went up there, you know what I'm saying? I kind of seen the look on the chick's face, like she was dancing, but I could kind of see the look on her face. She was just like, damn, like, ain't nobody coming up here. But you know what I'm saying? As I came, you know, I said her face lit up. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, I'm coming. So I tipped I think showing my gratitude. I think I tipped her like it was like $9. You know what I'm saying? It was in ones, but you know, it was just showing my gratitude. I was like, cause I kind of felt bad for her too. I was like, man, I said that was wrong what they did her. So you know, so I tipped her, and then you know what I'm saying. Like I said, after you know what I'm saying, after I tipped the $9, you know, I sat back down. You feel me? So, and then the crazy part, even after I sat back down, nobody else went up there and tipped her. I was like, man, I see y'all wrong for this. So. Then the crazy part, I'm like, boy, she wasn't like a bad looking chick, so I don't understand, like, what was the issue? Like, why you ain't want to tip or whatever? Cause I'm like, cause by that time I think, yeah, we wasn't even in the club. We was in the club for like maybe like an hour. Or like an hour and some change. But still, it's just like, what? Ain't no way here y'all threw all y'all money that quick. Like, come on now. So, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? After that, I was just chilling or whatever. So then, after, like I said, the same chick that I tipped that, you know what I'm saying, that ain't nobody else tipped, you know what I'm saying? She had came up to me. Of course, she told me thank you or whatever. I was like, yeah, you up. So then she was like, you want a private dance or whatever? So I was like, so I kind of like looked at her. I was just like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll get one or whatever. So she was like, all right. So we went to the section where, you know, so where you get the private dance or whatever. So the bouncer, he was cause I had to give him the money or whatever. So pretty much, like I said, it was $25, just like last time. But I gave him the money, and then he kept the $5. He gave her the $20, which I'm like, okay. Like, that's like, I don't know how that works, you feel me? But I guess, hey, her $20, that's her fee, and then I guess in the $5, that must be his fee. I don't know. But so he had, you know what I'm saying? So I think all of them, I don't know if all of them was already taken, or he just like had to go back and see like what was going on, you feel me? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? So we sat down. So she told me to sit down like in a little seat or whatever to wait. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm thinking like, it should have popped in my head, because I'm thinking like she was gonna like stand up or whatever. But like she told me to sit down, I think she was gonna stand up. So of course, you know, I'm sitting down like I'm chilling, like instantly like she sat down, like I ain't not even on my lap, like she sat down, like she sat down on my piece. I'm like, okay. So as she sat down, you know what I'm saying, me, I gotta sort of like, I ain't gonna say I put my arms around her like when she sat down, but it was just like, I think I had my hands like, it looked like I was around her, but I just had my hands like on the thighs, but it wasn't like I'm gripping her thighs. It was just like, you know what I'm saying, like I was just relaxed, but you know what I'm saying, I got my hand around her or whatever. So I mean, I'm like, okay, so bet. So she was like, yeah. So as we sitting down, you know, so we sat there for like a good minute, you know what I'm saying, because I seen the bouncer go back and, you know what I'm saying, do his thing. And then after he was like, that's what he had told us. He was like, hey, so we went back there, you feel me? So and I'm about seeing like I think that there was a whole bunch of Mexicans that was in there, which I'm like, hey, I don't discriminate. Like, I'm cool with all people. Like, I don't care. I don't discriminate. So I see the Mexican getting his dance. I think it was he getting his dance from the mill. So I'm like, I'm kind of looking at him. So in my head, I'm like, hey, get you, bro. Hey, get you. So you know what I'm saying? She told me to sit down. So the chick that I was getting a private dance with, she told me to sit down. So you know, I sat down. You feel me? instantly, like I said, yeah, she started dancing on me or whatever, cause she told me she was about to start dancing. Then she like, well, I'm gonna wait till the song end or whatever. Like, I think the song, it had maybe like 30 seconds left or whatever. So she waited till the song ended, and then another song came out. That's when she started dancing on me or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. So then the crazy part, I was like, cause what I remember like from the private dance, like from the little private room, I'm thinking off of Grand Theft Auto 5, you know what I'm saying? Frankly, he'll get the dance or whatever, and then like the bouncer, like he'll be sitting there watching, and then he'll walk away. So then that's when they'll say like, okay, you could touch him, man, and all that. You know, they'll say you control, like you could touch him and everything, and then, but at the same time, you gotta like figure out the, you know what I'm saying, the pattern, like the time frame, or when the bouncer gonna come back there with us. So me, you know what I'm saying, the bouncer, like I said, he left, so you know me, I think I was rubbing on her. I was rubbing like on her legs, like you know what I'm saying. I was doing all that. I was copping me some figures. I ain't lying. I was copping me some. So then and of course I seen like a shadow. You know what I'm saying. As somebody was about to come back to the private section. So of course me, you know, I had to take my hand away. You feel me? So like I said, the bouncer, he came back there for something, but it wasn't even like for long. He just came back there. It was almost like he had to grab something. So he came back there and he just left. I was like, damn, that was quick. But so hey, as he left, hey, I started copying me some more feels or whatever. I ain't like, she was letting me feel on her too. I was like, okay. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think I got to the point, I think I was trying to reach her. So I think I started like rubbing like on her stomach and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? So then after, like I said, as you know, she was dancing on me, like as I was rubbing on her stomach, like I said, she took her left hand here. She put her arm around me. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like she had grabbed me like the back of my neck or whatever. I'm like, okay, bet. So I think the bouncer came back again, but like I said, he did the same thing he did before. Came back like it was like a split second, then he left. So me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm rubbing like all on her chest and stuff. And I'm copying me some feels, boy. So she was like, you know what I'm saying? So now when she started telling me, she was like, you was the only one that tipped me or whatever. I said, oh. I said, I did notice like at the end of it, but I was like, hey, it's all good. I said, at least somebody had to tip you feel me? So then, you know what I'm saying, after that, you know what I'm saying, hey, I don't think the bouncer came after that. So after that, you know, I put, you know what I'm saying, I tried to go in for the kill, you know what I'm saying, but I think as I almost got there, but then I think as I did that, I think she had moved, or cause she didn't move my hand, she just had moved. I think she was trying to do another dance. Oh damn! So you know what I'm saying. So after that, you know what I'm saying, we danced, and then she asked me that I'm thinking like she asked me that I wanna no, she told me like when it was over with, I'm thinking like I'm finna go back to where I was, you know what I'm saying. So she asked me, she was like, let me know if you want another dance. I said, oh well. So I think I couldn't find the people who I was with. I couldn't find them. So I just sat by the bar, you know what I'm saying. By then the club was damn near empty. So I sat by the bar, but then you know what I'm saying. So come next day, I look up, hey, she come sitting next to me or whatever. So I'm like, oh. So then like you know what I'm saying, we started having like, you know what I'm saying, little friendly conversations, you feel me? You know what I'm saying, a little something. So I was in my head, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know it was a dance. I was like, dang, like, did you instantly like catch some feelings or something? Like, but I said that in my head, but, you know what I'm saying, I was, you know what I'm saying, being friendly with her, you know what I'm saying. That as I'm talking to her, I think I just glanced around the club. That's when I seen like the people who I was with, but they was conversating with other strippers. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It ain't I'll do the first one, but at the same time, the second one, it was definitely worth it though, for sure. So I came over there, they was like, they easily looking, they was like, man, where the hell you been at? I was like, me a private dance. Like, they was like, man, we ain't know where the hell you went. I was wondering why the hell they got so damn quiet. So I come out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, cause like I'm a Pisces, so I can feel like if something ain't right or something happened, I can feel it. So when I sat down, you know what I'm saying, like I grabbed my cup of beer that I was drinking or whatever. Then even like I remember when I drunk it or whatever, I was like, I tasted it like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, this beer got a little more bite to it that I knew of. But then I ain't think nothing of it, you feel me? So I'm like, oh, So then instantly, like I said, afterwards, like I said, after I was done with my cup, you know, so I put it down, they instantly started laughing. So I'm like, something.